is 9:52 a.m. on February 14th, 2026. It's like 25 degrees Fahrenheit. All praises due to the Most High God that we are awake, that we woke up this morning, that you're here, and happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there. How did the kids do that? Is that how they do that? Hearts all around. Make sure you hit the like button, share, subscribe, comment in the chat, comment down below. How's everybody doing this good Saturday? You guys doing all right? You guys got everything you want for Valentine's Day? Happy Valentine's Day to y'all though, okay? So let's keep this one light. I know some of y'all are probably like, man, that Valentine's Day. I don't give a yeah, y'all care. Some of y'all don't care. Oh, and by the way, the arm that I got for my microphone is a POS. Okay, so yeah, it's a POS. So I have to get a better model one. You know, try to go the less expensive route, but I'm gonna go ahead and get the one that I wanted it to begin with. All right, but until then, this is what we got. Okay. All right, so Archangel Michael, please clear out and protect the energy for this reading so I can give a clear and concise message to the collective. I'd like to ask that all evil eyes go blind, all your hustling demons go deaf. And also, too, I'd like to do a return to sender 10 times fold, guided with love and light, things that did not belong to the collective and me, some more to be, some more to be, some more to be, and so it is. There's a lot of negativity going around in these YouTube streets and these spiritual streets. I don't really care for it, so they can have it back. You feel me? I've been seeing a lot of uploads lately within the community about, negativity, people, trying to start shit with people. Just people just being gremlins. That's the best way. Gremlins, they get joy out of starting little things and cackling about it and watching people kind of go through certain things. So my little spin on it is just fuck them. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? People, there's always going to be somebody that got something to say. There's always going to be people that want to get people involved or, to get, what's the word I'm looking for here? To get people to be on their side, okay? They want people like that, okay? They need accessories to the crime all the time. Always need backup. Always try to get everybody else involved. And so when you see that kind of stuff, all you really have to really consider is the fact that why you got to get so many people on your side. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do you need that? They need that because alone they're weak. Alone they are weak. And then also, too, we also have to take into consideration why people do what they do, especially when they are out here trying to start shit with people, trying to get you started. It's because they want to suck their life and energy from you. It's an exchange. So you don't feed into it, they starve. But unfortunately, what other people, the people that rally around them and support them and stand behind them, those people don't understand is that they're also being used too. That person that gets all the shit started, they're draining the life and energy. They're feeding off of those people, all that negative energy. So in the meantime, in between time, just be oblivious to the bullshit. Who cares? If it's not something that's directly impacting your life, if it's not something that's taking money out your pocket, food off your table, putting you on the streets, physically harming you, but spiritually harming you as well. Let's keep that a buck. But as long as you put up that shield of protection, or about your spiritual energy field, you stay armored. Nobody can. It's those spiritual shots will just bounce off of you and go right back to them. Okay, so don't allow people to get you involved in whatever kind of drama they got going on in their head with you or with other people. That's pretty much what I'm saying, and that's my little spin on it. It's just not worth it. I have not been on YouTube for 10 years, but I've been on here for almost 4, and I have had my own experiences with people on this platform who have tried it, like really tried it. And you know what I've done? I haven't responded to none of them bitches, male or female. I ain't responded to shit. You know why? Because in real life situations, I don't even really think they will go down like that. You know what I'm saying? And that doesn't mean I'm the toughest person on the face of this planet. But there's always this barrier between people, especially online. That's why I don't understand why people do this online beef shit, because there's that barrier. People going to be who they are on this side of the screen, and people going to be who they are on the other side of the screen, whether they're anonymously typing comments and being nasty, whether they're making posts about you or shooting subliminal messages. They're on the other side of that screen. You know what I'm saying? And then there are some that came from me and they recorded whole videos. And I'm just kind of like, whatever. I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? You sound really crazy. And then the other thing I want people to keep in mind as well is that when people do generally start this kind of shit with you online or even in real life, they say things about you that aren't true. And so the one thing that I always keep in mind is that the shit people say, it's like it ain't even true. Like and they be standing on business. They be trying to stand 10 toes down on these thoughts and opinions or these facts that they have. They stand 10 toes down, loud and proud about it when it comes to you, don't it? And the one thing that always kind of tickles me is like, I'm like, that is so untrue. That's not even anywhere close to the truth. And that's when I look at these people and go, they're crazy. They're crazy. I done had bona fide self-proclaimed psychics try to put things out there or say things about me. They're like, I can see it in the energy. No, you can't, bitch, because it's not even true. And I don't even respond because that's how ignorant some of these people are. That's how disconnected some of these people are. This is how much people really and truly, at the end of the day, they want to be a part of your life. They want to be a part of whatever you're bringing to the table. They want to be a part of who you are so badly that they're willing to just do anything to get that connection there, to get that attention from you. Don't feed into it. Fuck them. Who cares? Respectfully or disrespectfully at that if you want to. You feel me? So that's my little 654 on the clock. Yeah, that's my little advice this morning. Take it or leave it, you know? Because I'm like that in real life too. Well, yeah, I am. Well, this is real life. You know what I'm saying? But outside of this platform, I don't, people, hello? Okay? People be wanting to smoke. Don't nobody, and like I said, it ain't even really just me. A lot of people they don't really want to smoke with you. A lot of people just want your attention or just mad that they're not anywhere close to you. So they try to do all that just to try to engage people. Sometimes people are just fucking haters and just really miserable, ignorant ass people. So don't pay attention to it, all right? All right, so we're going to start with the, I was drawn to the Alice in Wonderland, the Alice the Wonderland Oracle deck, okay? Or the Alice in Wonderland Oracle deck, my bad. So hit the like button for me, share, subscribe, comment in the chat, comment down below. I've also posted something on the community tab about Gladys's, one of our Soul Tribe family members has an Etsy shop where she makes handmade jewelry. It's called Gladys's Fantasy Gems. And so I posted something in the community tab for her. So please go over there, check her out. For people who subscribe to this channel, or not even subscribe to this channel, but if you go over to the community tab and use the link that's in there, you can get 30% off of your purchase of whatever she has in her Etsy shop. Okay, so go over there, take a look, add the store to your favorites, utilize the Savage Love promo code to get you 30% off of your order. Okay, help out some small businesses around here. You feel me? Especially with 30% off. As well as Sassy Store too. You're getting 25% off Oracle cards and Tarot cards as well. So click that link as well in the description box below this here video. Alright. Can I get a card, please? Law is not justice. Rules that are not fair. I want to see something real quick. Give me a second. All right, so for this particular Oracle deck, okay, it has a QR code in the back to get the guidebook. And I've always wondered about this, and I'm just going to read it here, okay? The law is not justice card, okay? Rules that are not fair. All right, it says, let the jury consider their verdict. The king said, let the jury consider their verdict, the king said. For about the 20th time that day. No, no, said the queen. Sentence first, verdict afterwards. Okay. It says the situation Alice finds herself is patently unfair. No one should be judged, convicted, or serve a sentence prior to the evidence being heard. But this is the situation. I need my glasses. I tried it. All right. Let's see. Bifocal time. All right. All right, there we go. We're going to enlarge it just a tad bit. All right, so it says, nevertheless, they wish to judge. As Alice so bravely does, you must speak up and say it is unfair and wrong. It is not right for you to be judged, but another person wishes to do so. Unless you speak up, there could be very strong consequences. When you are told to be quiet and to tolerate the judgments being made about you, this card urges you to speak up against injustice and object to what is taking place. Your opinion of yourself is what is most valuable. You can state your case clearly with strength and power, and doing so will help you remember just how strong you are, how very admired you are, how worthwhile and decent you are. You are worthy of respect, fairness, and kindness. If you are being treated poorly, speak up. When you do, the spell will be broken and people will see that your side of the story is well worth listening to. Never allow another to steal your self-worth. You feel me? All right, so the meaning behind this card, because it did come out in the upright, someone may have the authority to oppose the law, but the law or the rule is ready to be questioned, following the law even though it is unjust. Condemnation without knowing the full story, being judged by people who do not know you or have a biased view. You may be judging people you do not understand. Be sure to have a fuller picture and avoid condemnation and judgment. Be discerning, but be fair and just. We kind of just got done talking about that, didn't we? My position on it was just to say, whatever people have to say about you, okay? If it's not facts, who cares? And even if it is facts, you know what I'm saying? But this is what we're talking about here. There are people that, again, do all this talking, make all these judgments based upon things that they think they know about before they actually see the truth or even evidence of the truth. You know what I'm saying? And even when people do get evidence of the truth, people, if they want to believe some shit, they will believe it. And this is so weird because I wrote down this morning and I put it over there. Where there's smoke, there's fire, right? But my question is, and has always been, who actually started the fire? There are sometimes people will start a fire and others around them will get burned. You will get burned from somebody starting the fire. The fire generally is somebody putting bad things out there about you or planting seeds of discord or deception out there. And then they light the match and then they walk back while you're still standing around. So the smoke rises and you're there. You're literally by the fire and you didn't have anything to do with it. So sometimes that happens. And when people see that smoke and you're near the smoke or the fire, people assume that you are the one that started the fire, that you're the one that caused this destruction. So whoever you are out there, whoever y'all are out there, okay, law is not justice. We already know that, okay? There, you should, in situations, speak up for yourself, especially if you feel like you're being unfairly treated. If you feel like, you want to clear some things up, I encourage everybody to do what they feel is right, especially if you feel like you're in a situation where it is unfair. Because a lot of times we are in unfair situations because we don't say anything. There are other times where you could be advised not to say anything by a lawyer, okay, by spirit. Your intuition, your discernment says, nah, ain't the right time. Maybe I need to just pause on that. Because sometimes when you allow people to continue talking about something, speculating on something, making judgments about something, the truth will then be seen in that. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you just got to allow people to just do what they do, but do not be a punk about it. Okay? Always stand up for yourself. And a lot of times, even in situations like this, because the main point that I gathered from this is that this is more about what people wanting to persecute people based upon opinions or judgments, preconceived judgments. Okay, prejudices is what I just heard too as well. But people wanting to make judgments or convict people for things that they know nothing about. A lot of times, the best modus operandi, okay, to be in is just to continue to walk with your head held high, respect yourself, love yourself, and walk in that energy. And people will see who you are then too. As long as you know who you are though, and as long as you walk with that confidence, as long as you walk with that self-love and self-respect, I firmly believe that things will work out. Okay? There we go. Let's see what we're talking about here. All right, 1500 when I look down. What's 15 in the tarot deck, y'all? I don't know. I need to look it up 1 second. The devil. Yikes, okay? So when I look down, I saw 1500, which breaks down to the devil, okay? 15, the major arcana. 15 is the devil. So let's see what that Capricorn could be significant. So I didn't really mean to say yikes, but Capricorn could be significant, okay? There could be a level of unfairness here. All right, let's see. Tell me about laws, not justice here. We got the Eight of Wands. We got the Four of Swords. Then we got the Three of Pentacles, okay? In the reverse. What is the Eight of Wands? I'm picking up a lot of, just got goblin, wand energy out here, okay? Fives, conflicts. We have the Knight of Pentacles. What's the Knight of Pentacles here? The Nine of Wands. Attacks. Against judgments. Hello. Eight of Wands can talk about attacks. Things coming at you. People being very dedicated to doing that. All right, you might even be used to it at this point, especially with that Knight of Pentacles. It's like you're constantly, there's always somebody constantly, or there's the constant barrage of attacks coming your way that you are constantly having to defend yourself against. Okay, the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. You've been through hell and back, but you're still standing strong. You're still defending yourself. You're still maintaining or protecting your peace. And then we got Judgment here as well. You're defending yourself against these judgments. Oh, Spirit said pull them off the top, and I shall. You're defending yourself against these judgments, okay? Against being judged. What else is here? We got the Six of Swords in the reverse. Let me get another card. Four of Wands. One more. Six of Wands. Whoever you are, you still have found a way. We got the Six of Swords in the reverse, which talks about these judgments may have put you in a very bad situation. Again, with these swords out here as well. Swords do represent communication, clarity, things like that. But I feel like you're defending yourself, against these judgments has probably put you in a very bad mindset at times, or even in a very bad place, selling you off to some very uncalm waters, as we like to say, okay? Hold on. All right, my bad. But here you are. You always make it through. All right, you always make it through. And I also feel like, too, that this is meant to stop you from making it somewhere. Maybe towards a community of people, maybe towards your own stability. But you always come out on top, only because you are standing your ground here. Continue to keep standing your ground. Continue to keep doing that. That's the only way that you're going to find peace in the situation. That's the only way that you're going to find this stability, this harmony here with that Six of Wands. You always are somebody that makes it through. You always become very victorious here. And I told you about this wands here. Wands represent spiritual protection sometimes. I feel like you're probably somebody very spiritually protected, or you do some type of protection rituals. I don't know. One second. All right, 211 on the clock, 2011. Okay, that could be a very significant year for someone as well. But you always come out on top, victorious. 2021 I also caught as well. So you could have been going through like a 10-year cycle of this, okay? You really could have. A lot of us out here have gone through those 7 years and 10-year cycles of just constantly being attacked. But you're going to come out on top, or you always do. All right, what's the Four of Swords? The Four of Swords is the Knight of Cups in the reverse, followed by the Magician. I'm picking up that you might have even been under some type of spell, a love spell, especially with the Knight of Cups in the reverse. I'm seeing like Sleeping Beauty. Okay? I'm seeing Sleeping Beauty here. This can represent dreams and sleep. I feel like you could have possibly been under some type of love spell, or somebody's trying to do this to you. Okay, we got the Tower in the reverse. What's the Tower in the reverse, please? The Queen of Swords in the reverse. One more. The Nine of Cups in the reverse. What's one more? Give me one more. Yeah, the Moon. Your fears, your thoughts, your dreams, your emotions. Okay, so the Four of Swords can also talk about completion, but not so much completion. That's not really what I want to say. It's kind of like, laying something to rest. I feel like whoever you are, because of all these attacks that you've gone through, maybe you fought very hard to get to a very stable place in your life. Hello. Maybe you fought against judgments. You've literally went from a very bad place to a very good place with the Six of Swords in the reverse to the Six of Wands. This also can talk about how you've made a decision here with judgment, but I feel like you've had to fight against judgments, the things that people were saying. I'm also seeing too, Peter Piper. You know how Peter Piper, is it Peter Piper? Is it Peter Piper? You know what I'm talking about? The one that was the piper that led all the kids away. But this person kind of hypnotized everybody to follow them. Somebody could have possibly done that to you. Had a whole community of people against you. Had a whole group of people against you, okay? But whoever you are, again, with the Six of Swords in the reverse to the Four of Wands to the Six of Wands, you made it through some very turbulent times because of the judgment that had been casted upon you, or what people thought about you, okay? And we all go through it. I don't really give a fuck what people think about me. Yeah, sometimes we do, and sometimes they real fuck us up. But you can make it through that. A lot of times you just don't feed it, like we talked about earlier. But you made it through here. I feel like now, though, you probably have laid things to rest. As far as love is concerned. You could have possibly been under some type of spell before in the past, being manipulated, because with the Knight of Cups here in the reverse, that's somebody that love bombs people emotionally, manipulates them, especially following the Magician. I feel like in the past, I feel like whoever you are, you're like, I'm done with that. I'm done with being manipulated, okay? You're not going to take this risk. You're not willing to fuck up this solid foundation that you have for yourself. You don't want that to happen for you, because the Tower also talks about things shaking up your stability. But it can also talk about, too, you're not willing to open yourself up to the unknown, the unexpected. The Queen of Swords in the reverse. It's like you're not willing to be manipulated again. Nine of Cups in the reverse. I'm really picking up here that whoever you are, though, whatever has happened to you, you don't trust people anymore. You don't trust people anymore. I feel like you feel like everybody's a liar. Everybody lies. Everybody's out for something here. There's always a lie here. That there's not going to be any type of wish fulfillment here for you. This is present moment. And then this is the moon. This talks about your subconscious, your emotions, your thoughts. This is what's swirling around in your head. I mean, literally. This is how you feel. You could even, like I said, you could even be having dreams about this kind of stuff. Like it's in your subconscious, though. Whatever has happened to you has this kind of subconscious kind of thoughts. So anytime you ever want to get close to somebody or somebody wants to get close to you, you shut them out. You don't believe them. What's the Three of Pentacles? The Ace of Cups. Again, Three of Pentacles in the reverse, Ace of Cups. This is you not wanting to collaborate with anybody, not wanting to join people that are offering you real love here. Yeah, Death in the reverse. One more. Ace of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, you. This Death in the reverse is you. That devil, that 15 that we saw, that represents toxicity. That represents fear. I feel like this Death card in the reverse talks about lack of transformation. Lack of transformation. There's an opportunity here for you, or there will be in the future, because I feel like this is past, present, future. I feel like there's going to be some type of opportunity in the near future, the future or the near future. I'm picking up near future, where you're going to have some type of opportunity here to work with people, Three of Pentacles, or to collaborate with people or a person, because just because it's three doesn't mean it has to be more than one other person, but the collaborative kind of thing, coming together with someone or some people here that are actually offering you some type of reciprocal love, a love reciprocated, okay? An even exchange. This is a blessing, whatever it is, but there's something about your transformation that has not occurred, which is going to prevent you from moving forward. And initially, when I looked at this, I was like, well, maybe this is like a warning for you not to collaborate with people. But no, because this Ace of Cups is in the upright, this tells me that this is something that is going to be gifted to you from the divine. The Ace of Cups, it's going to be something that's going to enrich you. I just heard enrich your experience. Give me another one. Yeah, see the Four of Cups here. Because you're not letting something go, because you have not allowed yourself to transform. See, whoever you are somebody that has experienced success. You could be very successful at this time. I'm really picking up you went through a lot of bad shit for a number of years, and you finally made it out on the other side. So you probably could be somebody that's very generous with your community. You share with people. But there's something that's going to come up here in the near future, and it could be a love offer with the Ace of Cups out here. It's gonna be a equal love. Somebody wants to share that with you. Somebody's going to want to pour their heart out to you. But there's, because of this lack of transformation, because you have not allowed something to die or let something go. You've kind of blocking this blessing here, literally. Okay. You're not going to want to move forward with whatever this is here, because then we have the Ace of Wands in the reverse to the Four of Cups. It's like you're not gonna do it. You're gonna pass on it, and Spirit is saying that you shouldn't do that. I mean, do what you want to do, but this is the advice you're getting here. Yeah, Seven of Swords here. Give me one more with the Seven of Swords. Page of Swords. The High Priestess again. Confirmation due to these sneaky thoughts. You see what I'm saying? You got somebody standing there trying to offer you something, and there you are in your head again about stuff. Yeah, that seven of Swords here. Still tiptoeing around whatever kind of thoughts you've had, these sneaky thoughts keep creeping up into your head every time maybe you're that somebody wants to collaborate with you. There's a true lack of trust here. We got the Page of Swords to the High Priestess. Let me get one more, please. Eight of Cups. I'm telling you, there's something in your, again, with these thoughts. Page of Swords. There's also something here that, because we're to this page energy. Something can make you feel scared, taking you back to like childhood or something. But again, this is something very, this High Priestess here, something in your spirit. Like you've been spiritually injured. Tell you to walk away from people that are there. Makes you want to walk away. All right. Makes you want to walk away. Walk away again. Three of Cups. Walk away from unions. Walk away from celebrations. This is all in your subconscious, in your spirit, because of how you've been treated. And I understand. I totally understand that. I do. I totally understand what that feels like to shut people out or not want to be around people because of how you've been treated. Now, if what I saw earlier was correct, okay, about this 10-year cycle that maybe you went through things. I get it, you know, and I can't tell anybody how to feel about stuff, but what I'm seeing here is that there's something that needs to die within you. You need to go through some type of transformation. You could absolutely be going through the dark night of the soul. Another one. Even though things might be good for you professionally, you remained victorious through these previous attacks here. There's still something inside of you that's still battling what happened before. You expect people to turn on you at any moment, which is the reason why I feel like maybe you don't believe in like real true love. What's the final message here? What's the advice? We do have to watch out for people, of course. We go through these attacks and these judgments, everybody coming against us, so that we come out stronger. We come out more knowledgeable. We come out more informed. We can spot those kinds of people, but everybody's not one of those kinds of people. There are still good people in this world, okay? And sometimes I get it. You know, people be like, man, fuck that. I went through all that by myself. I can continue to keep being like that. I don't want to be bothered with people. And I get that as well. So, you know, if there's not something in this message, if this message is not resonating with you, then this might not be your message. But this message is going to hit for you or some people. It's going to say, well, yeah, maybe I do need to start opening myself up more. Everybody's not who this was. Maybe I do need to let that go. And again, I can't tell you what to do. So don't come for me. Okay? We got the Knight of Wands in the reverse. What does this mean? We got the Two of Pentacles here. One more card, please. We got the King of Pentacles. Seven of Cups in the reverse. Eight of Swords. The Hangman in the reverse. Give me one more for the King of Pentacles. One more for the King of Pentacles, please. Again, this is going to be somebody coming. This is going to be somebody coming towards you. Give me a second. All right, so there's going to be somebody here that is going to come towards you. I mean, they view you as this Empress energy. This person's coming towards you. Don't be so quick to rush judgment on this person. Whoever this person is not going to have baggage. This person is not going to bring any type of baggage towards you. Again, you could rush to dismiss this offer, but it's truly going to bring you some type of happiness here. This is what you're going to be passing up, and you're only going to be hurting yourself because of your fear. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Because of your fear. The Queen of Wands can talk about somebody being very insecure, not willing to take a risk here. Maybe because of what you feel about yourself. Yeah, it's going to stop you. This is absolutely going to stop you. Stop you from going into a very high level soul commitment. The Hierophant here. You got somebody coming in here that really and truly wants to make some type of offer for you. Offer to you. And this could be about work. Bless me. This could be about work. Could be about love. Could be about work with the Three of Pentacles out here. Just don't let your thoughts get in the way, because of what you've gone through. You have to allow something to die here. But I'm telling you that there is going to be somebody here in the near future who's going to offer you something, in your fear, your trauma from the past, that, just these judgments that you now have for people because of how you were judged, is going to prevent you from walking into a very, very happy moment here. Whether this union is love or whether this union is with some type of organization, institution, company. But this is, you're gonna, because of what happens to you, you're gonna block your own blessing, block this divine union that you have with this person or with this company, especially with the King of Pentacles out here. This could be somebody that runs an organization or a company. You're gonna dismiss that because of what you've gone through. And Spirit is saying you might not want to rush to judgment. Don't rush to judge a situation how people rush to judgment about you in the past. That is the end of this message, okay? 44 on the clock when I look down, and 10:33. This is a message from your guides, okay? That is the end of this message. I'm going to close out this reading. Make sure you hit the like button, share and subscribe, comment in the chat, comment down below. I'm your Uncle 79, the Spiritual Savage. Remember, you grow, I grow, I grow, you grow, we grow together. It's always love and light around this bitch. It's always take it easy. I love you. To the moon and back. Happy Valentine's Day. Deuces. Savage.